The first thing you want to do to set up Ethan's graphics kit lighting is disable Unity's lighting. And then you want to go in the quality settings and disable multi-sample anti-aliasing. That does not work with the deferred lighting. It does work with Ethan's lighting, the forward version though. First thing I'm going to show you is the SkyRenderer. We need to attach our directional light to it to give it the reference of sun direction. You just drag it, drop it in, and there you go, you've got a skybox cube map. Next I'm going to show you a procedural scene. I've set up a little simple scene with a floor and spheres. Use the procedural scene component, and I've made a procedural example component that has the procedural scene code. We need to set up the procedural scene references here with the materials. Our materials here that we're using, I have 4 set up. They use Ethan's lighting materials, or Ethan's lighting material shaders, and these must be used to use Ethan's lighting. So here you can see we've got our procedural scene, 4 spheres, but the lighting is kind of off. We have to add Ethan's lighting component, and it has a global illumination volume. We're going to resize it to properly fit our procedural scene. And then there's some other option like the update smoothness and fog. We're going to turn off fog. And now this will give us reflections and a bit of diffuse global illumination. You can see it looks a lot better. So the great part about this lighting system though is you can use this forward rendering, and on more powerful computers and graphics cards you can use the deferred path tracer, which has very realistic looking lighting. So to do that, you want to add a directional component here, disable Ethan's lighting, and add a lighting system component. So we're going to do the same thing of resizing the light volume to our procedural scene, disable fog, and now we can just run it, and that's all we need to do to have the deferred path tracer. You'll notice that it takes a few seconds to load up the lighting, load up the sky and everything. So you'll also see there's a bunch of dots in the shadows missing. That's because of the voxelization process. It does not work with smooth meshes. You must have a mesh with flat normals